for this video, we are going to discuss cross product by using matrix and the resultant and direction of 3D vectors using the concept of unit vector. Okay, so let's start. Let's have this first example for cross product muna. Ayan, no? So, given the two vectors, vector A and vector B, we are looking to solve for the cross product of these two vectors, no? So, A cross product B and B cross product A. And as we all know, that A cross product of vector B is not equal to B cross product of A vector, no? So, hindi po yan magkaparehas, no? They are different in terms of their direction, but they have the same magnitude. So, yun lang yung difference ng dalawang yan. Okay, so paano natin ito isosolve using the concept of matrix? Okay, so ang gagawin natin dito is gagawa tayo ng 5 columns and 3 rows. So, di ba yung columns is pa ganyan, pataas, no? So, parang siyang sa table lang. So, meron kang 5 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 rows. Ayan, so 1, 2, 3. So, ganyan yung gagawin natin dito, no? Pero mas okay siguro, huwag nating lagyan ng mga ganyan para mas malinis tignan. So, unahin po natin si A cross product of B. Okay? So, for our A cross product B, ang gagawin ko dyan, yung first row natin should be the variables I hat, J hat, and K hat. No? So, isulat ko dito, we have I hat, J hat, K hat. Pero ang sabi ko kanina, 5 columns 'yun, 'di ba? 5 columns. So, yung susunod ulit si I ulit, tapos si J ulit. So, 5 na 'yan, 'di ba? 5 columns na, oh. So, 5 columns na, okay na tayo diyan. Huwag na nating lagyan ng K pa dun sa dulo. So, this is our first row. Then, our second row is our vector A. Kapag nauna si A, uunahin din natin si A dito. Siya yung second row natin. So, unlike kapag nauna naman si B, edi si B naman yung uunahin natin dito, no? So, gawin natin, ha. So, we have vector A. This is your vector A. Ano yung mga coefficients ni vector A? We have 2. Para kay I yan. 3. Para kay J yan. Negative 4. Para kay K, yung I niya is 2, and then 3 si J. Then, the third row is manggagaling kay vector B. So, our vector B, tingin kayo dito, yung coefficient niya, 5 para kay I, negative 7 para kay J, 1 para kay K, and 5 kay I, negative 7. Then, after that, so, meron na tayo. Ito yung gagamitin natin dito. So, ganito yung mangyayari dyan, guys. Okay? So, ang gagawin ko is gagamitin natin to ng rules of vector. So, saan manggagaling yung mga terms ng iyong cross product? So, for the first term, manggagaling po siya dito. So, ipag-multiply mo yung tatlo, yan na ngayon yung iyong first term sa iyong cross product. Then this will be your second term, and this will be your last or the third term. So isulat natin, ha. So ito yung first term, ito yung second term, ito yung third term. Okay? So remember na kapag paganitong direction yan, pag pababa yung direction mo, lahat ng yan ay positive. Okay? So plus lahat yan, plus. And the next one is yung pataas naman. So, ito yung fourth term mo. Yan. Partner niya din to. Papartner silang tatlo. And magkakapartner din tong tatlo na to. So, this will be your fourth term, fifth term, and your sixth term. And remember na kapag paganito naman yung direction yan, itong mga to ay negative naman. So, negative naman itong mga to. So, minus sila. Okay? So, gawin na natin para mas, maintindihan nyo siya, no? So, A cross product B is now equal to, okay? So, we have I times 3 times 1. So, positive yang tatlong yan dapat, ha? So, I times 3 times 1. So, we have 3 times 1 times I. Pwede din ganyan yan, di ba? I hat, no? Then next, J hat times negative 4 times positive 5. So, plus, ito yung sinasabi ko, laging positive yan, laging plus kapag ganyan yung direction, no? So, we have negative 4 times 5 J hat. The next, ito naman si K, 2 and negative 7. So, plus ulit, plus 2 times negative 7 K hat. Okay? So, yan na yung first three terms natin. Saan manggagaling yung 4, 5, and 6? So, pag ganito naman na direction. And again, pag ganyang direction yan, minus na yung magiging sign natin dyan. So, it should be minus 5 times 3 times K hat. So, yan na yung next na term natin. So, 5 times 3 times K hat minus ulit, negative 7 times negative 4 times I hat, negative 7 times negative 4 I hat. Then the last one is 1 times 2 times J hat. 1 times 2, so it should be minus 1 times 2 times J hat. And then simplifying this, we have 3 times 1 is 3, then I hat, negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. So, minus 20 J hat. 2 times negative 7 is negative 14 K hat. 5 times 3 is 15. So, negative 15 K hat. Minus, eto pag pinag-multiply ko si negative 7 and negative 4, positive yung lalabas. And then multiply it to the minus sign, so minus pa rin yung lalabas. So it should be minus 7 times 4 is 28. Tabihan natin ng I hat. Then the last term will be negative 2 J hat. So para lang kayo nag-algebra, no? So addition of polynomials. So combined like terms tayo. Combined like terms, we have partner ni negative 14 is si negative 15. Partner ni negative 20 is si negative 2. And yung partner ni negative 28, si positive 3. So, yun yung mga partners natin, no? So, gawin natin, So, we have equals, yung kapartner ni 3i is si negative 28i hat. So, this should be equal to negative din lang, no? So, negative 25 I hat. Tapos si 20j hat naman, ang kapartner niya is si 2j hat. So, negative 20 minus 2 is negative 22 j hat. And for the last term is negative 14, kapartner niya si negative 15. So, that is negative 29 k hat. And that's it. Ito na yung ating final answer for the A cross product B. So, siguro mas madali itong matrix method sa inyo, or kung kabisado nyo or mas gamay nyo naman yung method na dinidistribute natin, edi okay lang naman yung i-apply nyo. So, next, for letter B tayo. For letter B, we are looking for the vector B cross product A. So, kagaya nung ginawa natin, drawing ulit tayo ng 5 columns by 3 rows. So, we have I hat, J hat, K hat, I hat, J hat. Okay. Then, nung kanina, inuna natin sa second row yung ating vector A. Ngayon, magbabaliktad sila. So, andito ngayon si vector B, andito si vector A. So, yung vector B natin is 5, negative 7, 1, 5, negative 7. And then ito is 2, 3, negative 4, 2, and 3. Ayan. So, ganun ulit ang gawin natin dito. We have, this is for your first term, for your second term, for your third term, and this is for your fourth term, fifth term, and sixth term. So, again, this is positive, no? Positive yung pababa, no? So, this is first, second, third, and this is your fourth, fifth, sixth. Ayan. So, positive itong mga to. Positive, positive. Ito ay negative, negative, negative. So, gawin na natin. So, for the first term, we have vector B cross product of the vector A. This is equal to, so, I times negative 7 times negative 4. So, para din siyang magiging negative 7 times negative 4 I hat. Okay? So, plus tayo, j times I times 2. So, I mean j times 1 times 2. So, 1 times 2 times j hat. Then, 5 times 3 times times k, no? So, 5 plus 5 times 3 times k hat. So, yan na yung first 3 terms natin. Yung next 3 terms natin is negative na yung mga yan. So, minus. Okay, 2 times negative 7 times k. 2 negative 7 times k hat minus 3 times 1 times I hat. 3 times 1 times I hat. And then for the last term, we have negative 4 times 5 times j hat. So minus negative 4 times 5 times j hat. And then simplify this. Ang makukuha nating sagot dito is, we have negative 7 times negative 4 is positive 28 I hat. Then positive 1 times positive 2 is positive 2 j hat. 5 times 3 is positive 15 k hat. Negative 2 times negative 7 is positive 9 k hat. Tama ba? Ay, hindi. Sige. Pinag-add ko naman. Positive 14. This is positive 14 k hat. Then minus 3 I hat. Minus, no? So, minus times, ito negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. Tapos, negative 20 times the negative sign, magiging positive na ngayon to. So, positive 20 j hat. And then, combine like terms. So, 28 I hat, sinong kapartner niya? Si 3 I hat. Tama po ba? Si 3 I hat. Yan. So, this is 28 plus negative 3 is positive 25 I hat. Then, kapartner ni j hat ay si 20 j hat. No? Si 20 j hat, partner ni 2 j hat. So, 2 plus 20 is positive 22. Then, the last one is your k hat. So, 15 k hat plus 14 k hat, that is 29 k hat. So, ito na yung ating final answer for B cross product A. So, paano mo masasabing tama yung magiging sagot mo dito? So, as you can see, dito sa ating A cross product B and B cross product A, they have the same magnitude, which is 25, 22, 29. Diba? Pare-pare sila ng magnitude, but obviously, they have the different direction. So, ito negative, ito puro positive. So, tama to. Tama itong natin. So, ganun lang kasimple yung ating cross product by using matrix. So, pwede na tayong mag-proceed dito kay 3D vectors. Okay? Ayan. So, isosolve natin yung ating resultant of this 3D vectors using the concept of unit vector. Okay? Ayan na. So, ang gagawin ko muna, hindi, basahin muna natin yung problem. So, the flagpole is braced by 3 cables as shown. So, the magnitudes of the vectors T1, T2, and T3 are 95, 165, and 130 newtons. So, N is newtons, respectively. So, find the magnitude and direction of the resultant. So, paano natin makukuha yung magnitude and direction of the resultant? Di ba ang ginagawa natin to get the magnitude and the direction is nagsasummation vector tayo along x, summation vector along y, and summation vector along z. Since this is already three-dimensional, tatlo na ngayon yung magiging components ng ating vectors. No? So, components ng ating vectors, tatlo na po yan. So, ang gawin natin, i-project natin itong mga vectors natin. Okay, maglagay tayo, no? So, this is your vector T1. So, T1 yung pangalan niya, no? T1. And this is your vector T2. Vector T3. Okay, so this is your vector T3. So, ang gagawin ko dito, we are given ng mga mga magnitudes ng mga vectors natin na to. So, this is T1 natin. Sige, sulat ko na lang. So, ang T1 natin is 95. Okay, so this is 95. Ang T2 natin is 165. Ang T3 natin is 130. So, ang gagawin ko dito, gagamit tayo ng concept ng unit vector para ma-solve yung x, y, and z components of these three vectors. Okay. So, if you already tried to plot a point sa ating Cartesian plane sa inyong analytic geometry noong high school kayo, di ba? So, with this point, okay, in your Cartesian plane, meron niyang corresponding value of y and may corresponding value of x. So, this point should be positive x, positive y. So, ganun din po yung gagawin natin dito. Pero since this is 3D, edi magkakaroon tayo ng tatlong axis dito, no? So, remember that for our sign convention, okay, so di ba nakita nyo dito, no? So, lahat ng nasa kanan na x are positive, no? Lahat ng nasa taas na y is positive. Lahat ng nasa babang y is negative. Lahat ng nasa kaliwang x is negative. So, pwede din nating i-apply yung sign convention natin na yon, no? So, for our x coordinate, okay, so this is our x coordinate and this is our point, no? This is our point, this is our point, this is our point. So, kunin muna natin yung coordinates ng ating point A. So, asan yung point A? Andito po. Ito yung point A natin. So, our coordinate for point A is, this is for the x coordinate. Siguro, ko na lang. Ibaba ko na lang. No? So, this is for the x coordinate, y coordinate, and z coordinate. And unahin natin si point A. Ayan, si point A natin. Ano yung x ni point A? Ang x ni point A is 0. Ayan. Since yung ating point A is nandito sa mismong origin, ang x niya 0, ang y niya 0. Tama ba? Okay, so ang y niya 0 and yung kanyang z is, this is your z-axis ha, z-axis, yung patayo. So z-axis yan, ito x-axis to, ito y-axis yan. So, huwag kayo malito, ano? So, your z-axis, ano yung distance ni point A parallel to z-axis? So, this is from this 0, tapos tumataas ng tumataas yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until ma-reach nyo si A. So, ano ngayon yung distance na yon? That is, siya si 12 meters, no? 12 meter yan. This is 12. And that is going upward, therefore, that is positive, no? So, pagdating kay z, ito yung sign convention natin, si z, we have upward, positive, downward, negative. Pagdating kay x, okay? So, yung x natin is yan, no? Si x is yan, no? So, pag nandito sa harap, pag ganyan, nasa harap siya, positive. Pag nasa likod siya, negative. And pagdating kay y, ito yung y natin. Okay, so yan yung y natin. So, pagdating kay y, lahat ng nasa kanan ay positive, lahat ng nasa kaliwa ay negative. So, yan yung magiging sign convention natin. Siguro, para hindi kayo malito kay x, basta tignan nyo na lang kung sino yung nasa harap, positive yon, sino nasa likod, negative yon. Okay? So, tapos na tayo kay coordinate of the point A. Okay, let's consider naman yung coordinate ng ating point B. Asan si point B? Ito. So, unahin natin yung x ni point B. So, yung x ni point B is 0. So, bakit po 0, sir? 0 kasi once na yung point mo is direktang tumama sa isang axis. So, saan siya tumama? X-axis, right? So, kapag tumama yan sa x-axis, tumama yan sa y-axis, so y-axis siya tumama, itong si point B. So, magsi-0 siya kay x. Okay? Pag kay y siya nag-coincide, kay x siya magsi-0. So, your y is from this 0 na y, then pakanan ka ng pakanan until ma-reach mo yung point na to. Ano yung magiging niyan, coordinate niya? Si 4 meters, no? 4 meters, that is 4. And your sign is negative. So, negative kasi nandun siya sa kaliwa, okay? And then, next is your z-axis. Your z-axis is 0. Bakit po 0, sir? 0 kasi, andun siya mismo sa sahig. Okay? Yung point na yan, nasa sahig mismo. So, wherein, nandyan yung elevation na 0, di ba? Nandito nagsimula yung 0, tapos tumataas ng tumataas, 1, 2, 3. So, this point is 0. Pagdating kay z-axis, okay? So, sana malinaw po ito, no? And then next, pagdating kay point C, tingin tayo kay point C, andito siya. This time, si point C is nandun mismo kay x-axis. Kung na kay x-axis yan, yung kanyang y, 0. Okay? Yung y niya, 0. Yung x ngayon niya is 3 meters. Tingin ka sa parallel kay x. Dapat ito yung x mo. So ano yung distance mula dito sa 0 papunta dun sa point na yon? 3 meters. And that 3 meters is positive kasi nga nasa harap siya. 'Di ba? Paganyan siya paganyan. So paharap 'yan. Okay, so next, the z-axis naman is 0. So nandun mismo sa sahig yung ating point C. So sa ating point D naman, for the last point, of course, nasa sahig ulit 'yan. So 0 ulit si z mo. Ano yung kanyang x? Yung x natin ngayon, tingin ka sa x-axis. Ano yung parallel sa kanya? Di ba ito si 4? Okay, yan yung kanyang magiging x. But this time, that is negative kasi nga po, nasa likod yan. Okay, nasa likod yung negative, yung 4, di ba? Andito yung, tapos palikod siya. Nag-move siya palikod. And then, the last one is yung kanyang y. Yung y naman niya ngayon ay si 3. Okay, si 3 ay nasa kanan na y. Tama? Pakanan na y, pakanan na y. So, that is positive 3. Okay. So, yan po yung mga coordinates ng ating mga points. So, ngayon, paano natin to ma-relate kay unit vectors? Kunin po natin yung ating vector AB, vector AC, vector AD. Okay, so we have vector AB, vector AC, AB, AC, AD, ayan na. So, pag tumingin ka kay vector AB, eto siya, si vector AB yan, siya din si T1, tama po ba? T1 yan, no? Ayan, so T1, equate natin to kay T1, vector T1. Ito naman, si vector T2. Ito naman po, siya si vector T3. Ayan. So, equals. Ngayon, paano po natin makukuha yung mga vectors na yan? So, ang gagawin ko po dito, gagamitan natin to ng formula na head minus tail. So, yung coordinate ng head, ibawas mo sa coordinate ng tail. Okay, tingin tayo kay vector AB. Asan ba si vector AB? Ito po siya, no? So, ano yung head ng ating vector AB? Yung head niya ay nakay point B. So, this is coordinate of B. I-minus mo yung coordinate ni A. So, this is equal to, so coordinate ni B, ano yung coordinate niya? 0, Okay? Negative 4, 0. Tama? 0, negative 4, 0. And then, i-minus mo to kay, so, i-minus natin ito kay, hindi, ang gawin ko na nga lang kaya, minsanan na. So, ang gagawin natin is B minus A, no? So, B minus A. So, B minus A. Parang ganon. So, 0 minus 0, that is 0. Negative 4 minus 0, negative 4. Then, 0 minus 12, negative 12. So, ito na yung ating ito na yung magre-represent ng ating vector AB. So, vector AB na natin to. So, 0, negative 4, negative 12. So, how about our vector AC? So, head minus tail ulit tayo dito. Then, ganun din kay head minus tail tayo. Okay, so head minus tail. Okay, so head minus tail. Ayan. So, kay AC tayo tumingin. Asan si AC natin? Ito yung AC natin. So, ano yung head ng ating AC? Yung head niya ay si point C. So, ito yung dito si C minus ang tail niya si A pa rin. Okay? So, A pa rin yung kanyang tail. So, we have, tingin tayo kay C. Ito yung C natin. Tapos, tingin tayo kay A. Ito yung A natin. So, C minus A. So, we have 3 minus 0. That is positive 3. Next, 0 minus 0, that is 0. And 0 minus 12, negative 12. So, yan na yung magiging vector AC natin. Then, next naman po ay si vector AD. So, vector AD, head minus tail. So, ang head ni AD is nakay point D. Ang tail niya ay nakay point A. So, that is D minus A. So, we have, so, tingin tayo kay D, ibawas natin si A. Yan. So, negative 4 minus 0, that is negative 4. 3 minus 0, that is 3. 0 minus 12, negative 12. So, simple, lang to malito kayo. So, pag minus lang, no? So, yan na yung magiging natin. Ito na yung magiging vectors natin. Vector AB, AC, at si AD. So, ngayon, paano po natin i-relate ulit to kay unit vectors? So, kunin po natin yung mga unit vectors ng mga to. Okay? So, to find the unit vectors, ano yung formula ni unit vector ulit nun? So, unit vector is equal to let's say this is your unit vector AB, okay, is equal to vector AB divided by the magnitude. Okay? So, ang magnitude kasi natin is absolute value. So, magnitude of vector AB. Di ba ganyan po yan? Okay, kung ganyan pala yan, edi, sige, kunin natin yung ating unit vector. So, ano yung vector AB natin? Ito, di ba? Yan yung vector AB natin. Di, isulat natin yan. So, we have 0, negative 4, negative 12, divided by, paano natin sinusolve yung ating absolute value or the magnitude of your vector AB? Di ba ginagamitan natin yan ng Pythagorean theorem? Parang ganun na formula, no? So, that is 0 squared plus negative 4 squared plus negative 12 squared. So, meron na tayong unit vector AB. Okay? Solve natin isa-isa. So, gamit tayo ng ating calculator. Kunin natin yung nasa baba, no? So, yung nasa baba natin is square root of 0. So, 16 plus 12 squared. 12 squared. Kahit hindi mo naman ilagay si negative sign, magpa-positive pa rin yan eh. So, 4 square root of 10. Siguro, ito na lang gamitin ko mismo, si 4 square root of 10. So, this is 0, negative 4, negative 12. Again, baka ipag-minus-minus nyo itong tatlo, hindi po yan, no? Kasi, ito si I, ito si J, ito si K. Hindi nyo pwedeng pagsama-samahin yung tatlong yan. Ganyan lang muna yan, no? Then, divided by, ano yung nakuha po natin dito? 4 square root of 10. So, 4 square root of 10. And then, ang gagawin ko dito, 0, partner ni 4 square root of 10. Si negative 4, partner ng denominator natin. Negative 12, partner ng denominator natin. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong unit vector na 0 divided by 4 square root of 10 is 0. Okay? 0 I hat. 0 I hat. Tapos, negative 4 divided by 4 square root of 10 is negative 4 square root of 10. So, cancel. So, matitira 1 na lang. Then, this is k hat. Tapos, minus 12 divided by 4 square root of 10. So, this is 3. Ayan. So, our unit vector AB is equal to 0 I hat minus 1 over square root of 10 k hat minus 3 over square root of 10 k hat. Again, this is ijk. Nagigit na ako siya. Ito is j hat. J hat po to. J hat. Ito ay k hat. Ito ay j hat. Ito ay k hat. So, ayan. Ayan na po yung ating unit vector dyan. Okay, next. Isunod natin yung unit vector of AC. So, unit vector AC is equal to vector AC divided by the absolute value of your vector AC or the magnitude, no? So, vector AC natin is 3, 0, negative 12 divided by the magnitude. So, that is 0 squared and 3 squared plus 0 squared plus negative 12 squared. Ayan. So, this is equal to ano na lang, sige, ano na natin. So, 9 plus 12 squared. 3 square root of 17. So, this is 3, 0, negative 12 over 3 square root of 17. Or, our unit vector is 3 divided by 3 square root of 17. That is 1 over 17 I hat. Then, 0 divided by 3 square root of 17. That is plus 0 j hat. And negative 12 divided by 3 square root of 17. So, cancel. Magiging 4 na lang matitira. Tama? So, that is minus 4 over square root of 17 k hat. So, ito yung ating unit vector kay AC. Okay, so I forgot this square root of 17. Ayan. Square root of 17. So, next, sunod natin si unit vector of AD. So, unit vector AD is equal to vector AD divided by the magnitude of vector AD. So, this is equal to, your vector AD is negative 4, 3, negative 12. So, negative 4, 3, negative 12. So, divided by square root of, square root of negative 4 squared plus 3 squared plus negative 12 squared. So, ayusin natin to. Ayan. Okay, so after this, isimplify natin yung denominator muna. So, 4 squared plus 3 squared plus 12 squared. Parehas din lang yung lalabas yan, 13. So, 13 yung ating denominator. Okay. So, we have 4 negative tapos 3 tapos negative 12. Then, this is over 4. Tapos, distribute natin isa-isa. So, this is equal to negative 4 over 4 is negative 1 j hat, I hat. Tapos, plus 3/4 j hat. Then, the last one is minus 12 divided by 4, that is 3. Okay, so negative 3 k hat. Wait. At 4 yung nilalagay natin dito. That should be 13. Okay, so 13 yan. 13 po ito. Therefore, hindi yan 1. Hindi yan 3/4. Hindi yan 3. So, this is 13. So, this is negative 4 over 13. Itong j natin is 3 over 13. Itong last natin is negative 12 over 13. So, ito po yung ating mga unit vectors. Siguro, lagyan natin ng sign. So, this is your vector 1, this is your vector 2, this is your third vector. Okay, so, kinapi ko na itong ating mga sagot sa ating mga vectors, no? And, so, remember guys that yung I natin corresponds to X, si J corresponds to Y, and K is for the Z. So, ang gagawin ko po dito, sa mga values na to, imumultiply natin. Okay? So, i-multiply natin dito. Ayan. So, yung mga given magnitudes. So, ano ba yung magnitude of your T1, magnitude of your T2, magnitude of your T3? Diba given tayo as 95, 165, and 130. So, times T1 tayo dito. Times T1, times T2, times T3. So, bakit mo yan ita-times? Ang gagawin ko dito is magsasummation forces horizontal, X, Y, and Z na tayo dito. So, for the X-axis of your T1, si T1, i-multiply mo siya kay coefficient ng ating I hat, which is si 0. So, parang ganun, no? Then, your Y component of your T1 is, eto, no? Si T1 times 1 square root of 10. Then, the last one is yung Z component niya is i-multiply mo kay 3 over square root of 10 si T1. So, gawin natin para mas maintindihan po ninyo. Ayan, ha? Okay, so, we have summation vector X is equal to, so, unahin natin si T1 times vector T1 times yung X component, okay, so which is equal to 0 I hat or 0. Yung tawag dito, coefficient lang ni 0 ay coefficient lang ni I hat so 0 yan. And then next, yung X component ni T2 naman, ang X component ni T2 is, so magpa-plus ako dito ng vector T2 times yung coefficient ni I hat pagdating kay AC, no? So 1 square root of 17. So next plus si T3 natin, and then multiply to the coefficient of your I hat pagdating kay unit vector AD, that is negative 4 over 13. So from that, plug in natin si T1, T2, and T3. Ano ba yung values ng mga yan? T1, T2, T3, 95, 165, 130. Okay. So 95, ito 95 yan. Sige, palitan na natin ng values, no? So, this is equal to, palitan natin to, si T1, T2, and T3. So, yung T1 natin, ano ulit yung T1 natin, guys? T1 is 95, 165, 130. 95, 165. So, this is 95. Ito naman is 165. And ito ay 130. Ayan. 95, 165, 130. Okay. So, kunin natin yung summation vector x. Siya na yung ating Rx. Ayan. So, Rx is equal to 95 times 0 is 0, di ba? And then, plus 165 times 1 over square root of 17 plus 130 times negative 4 over 13. So, our answer is 0.018. 0.0184. 0.0184. 84 newtons. So, ito na yung ating x component of the resultant. Next, summation vector y is equal to, okay, tingin ulit tayo dito. Yung y component naman tayo tumingin, which is yung mga coordinates, coefficients ng ating j hat. So, si 1 over square root of 10, si 0, at si 3 over 13. So, una, si t1 times negative 1 square root of 10. So, t1 times negative 1 over square root of 10. Tapos, plus t2 times 0, so 0. Plus t3 times 3 square root of 13. So, yan na yung ating summation vector y. Then, substituting the values, we have, copy natin to. Okay, so, palitan natin itong, si T1, 95. Itong si T3 natin, 130. So, T1 is 95. And ang ating T3 is 130. So, we have 95 times, okay, so we have negative 1 over square root of 10. Then, plus 130 times 3 over square root of 13. Okay. So, press equal. So, our answer is 78.124. Wait lang. Tingnan natin maigi. Baka may mali tayo, no? So, okay. This is not square root of 13 pala. Hindi pala ito square root of 13. Ito, hindi ito square root of 13. Yan, 13 lang siya, literally. So, over 13. So, yan na yun. 3 over 13. Okay, so, alisin ko lang tong square root of 13 dito. So, 13. Press equal. So, our answer is negative 0.0416. 0.0416. So, our summation vector y is also equal to your ry or the y component of your resultant na negative 0.0416 newtons. Okay? Siguro lagyan natin ng highlight yan. Ito na yung ating Rx. Ito yung ating Ry. I-next na natin si Rz. So, summation vector z is equal to vector t1 times natin yung kanyang coefficient decay na negative 3 square root of 10. So, negative 3 over square root of 10 plus t2 tapos yung kanyang coefficient decay is negative 4 square root of 17. So, negative 4 over square root of 17 then plus T3 times negative 12 over 13. Ito yan, no? Minultiply natin. So, again, palitan natin yung mga values T1, T2, T3. Okay, so substitute siguro natin, no? So, yan. So, ito, si T1 natin is 95. This is 165. So, 95. Ito ay 165. Ito ay 130. Tama ba? 165 yun. 165. Okay. So, isolve na po natin yan. Makukuha na natin si RZ natin. So, again, this is negative 3 square root of 10, 130 minus negative 12, tapos yung nasa gitna idagdag na lang natin. So plus 165 times negative 4 over square root of 17. So press equal. So that is equal to negative 370.1984. Negative summation vector z is equal to rz, which is equal to negative 370.1984 newtons. So, ito na yung ating z component of the resultant. So, kunin na po natin yung ating resultant mismo. So, our resultant is equal to square root of rx squared plus ry squared plus rz squared. So, this is equal to square root of rx natin, that is equal to 0.0184 squared plus negative 0.0416 squared, okay, plus negative 370.1984 squared. So our resultant is equal to square root of 0.0184 squared plus 0.014416, no, plus 370.1984 squared. So press equal. So our answer is paresin lang 370.1984. So 370.1984 newtons. So, ito talaga yung ating final answer for the resultant. Okay? So, how about the direction of the resultant? So, the direction of the resultant will be calculated using the formula of cosine law. Okay? Or yung tinatawag nating direction cosine for the unit vector. So, the formula for the direction cosine, so pag hinahanap sa inyo is yung direction cosine mismo, okay, so we have the formula for direction cosine. Direction cosines. So, una, for cosine theta x, equate mo yan kay rx over the resultant. And then cosine theta y is equal to ry over the resultant. And then your cosine theta z is equal to rz over the resultant. So, pag kinuha mo naman yung theta x, theta y, and your theta z, again itong mga values na masosolve mo dito, that is the direction cosine. Pero pag hinahanap sa inyo yung literal na value ng ating direction na theta x, that should be arc cosine of your rx over the resultant. Okay, so your theta y is equal to arc cosine of the ry over the resultant. And then the last one is your theta z is equal to arc cosine of your rz over your resultant. So, if we are looking for your theta x, theta y, and theta z, so isolve natin siya dito. So, we have theta x, theta x is equal to arc cosine of your rx. Ano yung rx natin? Ito. So, 0.0184. 0.0184 divided by 370.1984. So, that is equal to 90 siguro. So, shift solve. Then, 0.0184 divided by 370.1984 is equal. O, di ba? 90 sabi ko. So, approximately 90, no? So, this is approximately 90 degrees. So, next, how about your theta y? Ganon din si theta y. Approximately 90 din yan. So, arc cosine, explain ko mamaya paano natin ilolocate to. So, arc cosine of negative 0.0416 divided by your resultant na 370.1984. So, that is also approximately 90 din yan. Negative 0.0416. Okay. So, 90. So, 90 degrees. And your theta z is equal to rz na 300 and cosine raised to negative 1 of 370.1984, okay, divided by 370.1984 din, di ba? But this is negative. Tama? Okay, so parehas din lang naman. Negative 370.1984. 180. Okay. So, paano natin ilolocate ngayon itong ating resultant na yan? What does it mean by 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees? So, tingin tayo dito So, ito ang theta x, theta y, and theta z natin is ito po yan. Okay. So, ang itsura kasi ng ating resultant dito ay vertically downward yan. Nag-act mismo sa ating z. So, the direction cosine na tinatawag dito, ito yung kanyang, okay ito yung kanyang theta x. Ito yung kanyang theta x. And that is 90 degrees, guys. 90 degrees yan. Ito yung kanyang theta y. And that is also 90 degrees. Yung theta z niya na 180 degrees, it means that kapag 180 yan, yung mismong resultant is nag-act mismo sa ating z-axis. So, yun lang po yung ibig sabihin ng 180 degrees. No, kapag 90 yan, that is perpendicular sa ating x, perpendicular sa ating y. As you can see, no, itong ating resultant is perpendicular sa y, perpendicular sa x. Sana na ano yun. So, that is your resultant. Yun. So, that's it guys for this video lecture. Thank you for listening. Paalam.